Hey there, welcome back to the space. So, I'm doing a quick video here about the Rhythm Tech Hat Trick G2. So the reason I bought this is because when I first got back into playing drums and wanting to record my own drums, I became more and more interested in John Bonham. He was one of my favorite drummers. As a high schooler, I got into Led Zeppelin like everyone does in the 80s, and really got exposed to like his playing and just realized how amazing it was, and a revolutionary breakthrough in rock and roll drumming. But anyway, I basically set up my kit like his. I used a sealed bass drum with a felt strip on it, and tune it the way he tunes it, where the bottom's sometimes a little higher than the top, and what else? I mean, my drums aren't Bonham drums, but they're big, huge ones from the 80s, so you get kind of that big boom tone, But anyway, he had one of these, and you run it through, and you have like a little hi-hat clutch, and it sits like this, so you can, and a whole lot of love, several songs, you can really hear it prominently, and he's amazing. He would like keep it going with his foot. So the other guy that I like is Budgie, from the Slits, the Susie and the Banshees, and the Creatures. He's best known for the Susie and the Banshees. Obviously, they're the most popular band as far as like record sales and general awareness. But he was in those other two bands, and he uses tambourine on the hi-hats, which I just think is a cool thing. It's like it's just a neat little effect. So I wanted the CHING-A-RING, and I bought two of these. This is the second one, but they're really junky. Like, I don't know if this is a real one or if it was a reproduction. I forgot. I think this is a real one, but I had a reproduction one, and it had about the same fate. And if you even like barely hit it with a stick, I mean just barely, if you just tap it with a stick, the rings go flying, or the little cymbals go pew, off into the stratosphere. So I didn't want to buy another one of those because it's annoying. They have a certain sound that I like, and of course I was just trying to copy Bonham, but they just keep breaking. So I saw this thing online and thought, wow, this is basically the same idea. The Hat Trick, it's a significant step ahead, featuring a unique quick release knob that makes it fast and easy to put it on and take off the hi-hat pull rod. Okay. Then you have the 420 and the 421 single models incorporate stick-friendly soft playing surface, so stick patterns can be used as well as the foot pedal. It offers even more. Oh, so the G2 double row. Oh, is that what I have? No, I don't have the G2 double row, but the double row has extra. I just had the regular one. I don't think I want the double row because it gets to be a little overwhelming, the ching sound. So anyway, I'm going to open this up and put it on top, and we'll see how it works. So I've got my handy dandy, let's see here, what's this company called? My Wiss Electrician's scissors. And I keep these around a lot because you can cut solder with them and heavy wire. So I'm going to just trim the little things holding these on. They're like little plastic fasteners. And from what I can understand, this goes down, and you just sort of press on the clutch here, like so. It just sort of traps it on there, and it really feels like it's sturdy, like it's had a lot of resistance, almost like there was some kind of like rubber gasket or something in there, giving it like tight resistance. But anyway, I like this thing. This is cool. It looks like, and to hear that it's okay to hit beat on it, that makes it a lot more usable for me. And it's what's good about this is like you might have a certain song that you want to use it on, or like a certain passage or series of songs. So you can put it on, sort of like a cowbell. You can have it its own mount and just take it off if it's getting in the way. Same thing here. Let's see. I'm not sure. I wouldn't say that it really sounds like a CHING-A-RING. The CHING-A-RING is a lot louder, This might actually be good for me because the Ching-A-Ring is hard to control. That's a much more subtle ching and ring. Now let's see. These feel significantly more sturdy. So if you were to whack on the little chings, little cymbals, I don't think they would break as readily as these do, because they're kind of screwed in and they don't go in very far. They're just sort of trapped in there. So as soon as you hit one, they just usually go flying. So I think this could work. And it's much more subtle, I think, than what you would see out of a Ching-A-Ring as far as the sound. I will experiment with this by playing on it on a track. I'm about to start recording, and so we'll put it on and try it. I think it's going to work just fine. I'm glad I purchased it. It was, I think, like okay, so it was $30. It goes for $42. And you know, I bet that, okay, another interesting thing, you can get brass jingles or nickel jingles. The nickel jingles are going to be more like the Ching-A-Ring, and I think to get the Ching-A-Ring, really get the Ching-A-Ring sound, you would probably want to get a double layer. But for me, I'm starting to think that I like this because it's more controllable. It's like less ching and ring. I think I'm going to be able to use this on my newest recordings. Thank you. Okay, so I thought it might help to actually see the drums. I moved the cymbal way over so it wouldn't be in the way. I don't know if you can see this that well, but here's the rhythm tech mounted right here on the clutch. I've got the hi-hat here. So I'll just play a little pattern. I'll do it with my Steve Gadd. They've worn out, but they're black sticks, and they're smaller sticks. I used to hate smaller sticks, but I'm starting to like them now. And like I said, with my hand issues, these are more like 2Bs. I think they're like 5B almost. It's the American Classic SDI Junior. I like this as well, but it's a little fat for my taste. So I'm going to try the Steve Gadds. They're just about worn out, about to go. So I'll probably switch to these. But the idea of it is that you can actually play this thing. I checked it. I tried it out before I started the camera back up. And you can actually whack on this pretty well. So it's kind of a different thing than the Ching-A-Ring. The Ching-A-Ring is just there for atmosphere. You can actually use this percussively. You know, you can whack on it or just use the foot to control it like the Ching-A-Ring. But I like that because it stays subtle. It's almost like you leave it on, you don't really hear it that clearly. I would have to record it and see how much it stands out, you know, if I liked it or not. But anyway, here we go. It seems pretty robust. It's holding up so far. I like it. You know, for $30, it was. It's not a huge investment. It's about the same price as the Ching-A-Ring, but I think it's better and that it doesn't have such a domineering presence sonically, and you can beat on it. I'm thinking that if you got the dual row version, it would be more sonically akin to the CHING-A-RING. So anyway, I think it's cool. Once I get into it, I'll think of really interesting things to do with it. Besides just whacking on it. Let me try a bigger stick. These are more like 2Bs of the SDI Junior. Thank you.